Well, thank you for having us for one thing. My name's Grater Gibson. Of course, I'm co-owner of Homestead Senior Care here in Statesville, North Carolina. And Tracy and I started Does anybody in here know what Homestead is? Have you heard of it? All right. What we do is we provide in-home care for seniors wherever you call home. And the reason we got into this was because of my parents years ago. And I needed a service like this. I could not find anybody out there that was reliable or dependable or would show up every day. My mother was a diabetic with an amputee. The last 2.5 years of her life, I was fortunate being in a position I was in at J.C. Steele and Sons. That's a little of my background with manufacturing. I was their CNC programmer. I was there 17 years with all the intention to retire in the field. But I lost my mother in 1992. She was 58 years old. My dad, years later, got where he was falling a good bit. And he's very active. He loved to play in his garden and in the shop. He was always doing something. But he had fell a good bit. We brought him into the house with us, and a year and a half later had a stroke. So we dealt with his stroke, we dealt with the nursing home, we dealt with rehab. Actually went every day to the nursing home, make sure he got fit every day for 3 years. Well, after he passed away, I felt like I was being led to do something different. And in-home care it just fit. I didn't want to be medical, didn't want to do home health. That's way deeper than I wanted to get into it. Those guys do a great job. They didn't need me trying to figure it out. But what I noticed was after home health was gone a lot of times, most people needed just a little bit of help to be able to stay independent and be able to stay at home around their own surroundings, be treated with dignity and respect, and still keep their independence and get that little bit of help that they could stay at home. So that's how we created Homestead Senior Care. It was a tremendous leap of faith for me to leave J.C. Steele and Sons. I don't mind telling anybody. Because if any of you know J.C. Steele, their reputation is you either die or retire, but you never quit. Because I love you to quit. Caused a lot of scrutiny in the community for years, but they've kind of accepted why I did it now. What we do for the community it's more like a ministry to me than a job, even though I've run it like a business. To me, it is personal. You'll hear our logos and all the brochures that we put out, you'll see to us it's personal. Well, it's always been personal to me. That's why I started. I was fortunate enough after being open, and we've been open, it was 11 years, September the 1st. We love what we do. Tracy actually came in with me full-time 6 years ago. May 1st, it was 6 years. So, of course, now I have a house boss and a work boss. It's the same one all the time. But we're so opposite. She's very dynamic. She's the office person. I'm more of the one-on-one people person. But we love what we do. And basically what we do is we go into the homes and we can provide a variety of services like companionship, like housekeeping, laundry, meal preparation. We can run errands. We can take them to the doctor. We can take them to rehab. We go grocery shopping. We have some we take on vacations. We will tailor a care plan to whatever their needs are. And it's just, it's a very rewarding, it's not really a business to me, it's a rewarding service to go out. I still interview everybody I hire. It's very time consuming, but I want them to know that I didn't get into this because it's a job. I got into it because I needed it. I needed to help people, and I wanted to be able to give back to our community. So that's kind of what Homestead is. We are licensed through the state. We have 3 RUs on staff, and we're trying to hire another one. We cover all of Iredell and Alexander County. We were the 5th Homestead office in North Carolina. There's 26 of us now. I was number 455 as far as franchises. There's 1,078 of us worldwide. Homestead Senior Care is the world's largest and oldest in-home care source there is out there. We got the best of both worlds. I'm independently owned and operated, so I can tailor our services to what our needs are in our community, not what Omaha, Nebraska does, but the support is unmatched. As Tracy's getting ready to show you, we have a variety of training programs. This month is actually Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and Tracy has actually kind of took over our Alzheimer's training. We have an in-house training program for our caregivers. It's 7 parts. It takes about 14 hours to go through the whole thing. And we have a family series that we can give to the public, no charge, and we will train them at any time that they need it. About 45% of our clients are Alzheimer's or some type of dementia. So it's a big deal for us. So we've kind of specialized our services to meet the needs of the community. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Tracy and let her carry on with that part of it.
All right, thank you. In front of you, there are 5 index cards. To begin with, I want you to put down 5 things that you can't imagine living without. 1 per card, and then leave them stacked upside down in front of you where you can't see them. I want you to put down 1 item per index card, and then stack them in front of you upside down where you can't see them.
You can't use smartphones as well.
That's right.
Oh, absolutely.
Coffee for a second. 5 things.
Food and water don't count, are those 5?
I'm sorry, what?
Food and water, are those, other than food and water?
It gets 1 item per card, 5 things you couldn't imagine living without.
Scotch.
There you go. Jack Daniels. It's specific. I'm struggling. Some energy here. Shoes. Oh my God.
All right. Everybody through? All right. Without looking at your cards, without looking at them, I want you to pull 1, tear it up, and set it aside. I don't want you to look at the item. Pull 1. Don't look at the item. Pull 1. Tear it up, set it aside. You know, there's no which item it is. All right, I'm not supposed to. Great, you're going to take them back 2 rows. And now I'm going to come around, Craig's going to come around, because this is your stack. All right? And we're going to take 1. And we're going to tear it up.
You always get more things.
I know we're all like, I'm okay. You're playing to your left. I want you to take 1 of their cards and tear it up. Don't look at it.
What's the direction?
To your left. Take 1 of their cards and tear it up.
Get out of here.
Really? I didn't see what I get.
I love my dog, so I guess.
All right. Now, your friend to your right, take 1 of their cards and tear it up.
You're taking all my cards.
1. I did. You're right. You should be left with every day, some part of someone's brain cells are dying. They do not get them back. It is a part of the disease. And things are taken away from them. And they do not get to choose. They do not get to choose whether it's their church, remembering their children, remembering to eat, remembering who they're married to. And if you pick up your card right now, that would be the one thing that you might be left with if everything else was taken away. And that gives you a real life experience of what it would be like if you were diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. And it's a lot. I mean, our percentage is high in the number of people that we serve every day. This month is Alzheimer's awareness, and we are teaching free classes. We had classes last night at the Mooresville Library, and we also have on this Saturday at the Civic Center. So it's about 4 hours worth of classes, and I have sheets if anyone knows someone that would like to get some free classes that we can help them with. And that's basically what this is saying here. We have lots of information. Our Alzheimer's care program, that is what we're teaching. This is information that's developed by the University of Nebraska Medical Center. And I give out information and guidebooks and participants on Alzheimer's and everything from dealing with behaviors to how to get someone to take a bath. And that is one of the hardest things because they think they just took one, or they think they've already eaten, or they think they don't need to change their clothes because they think they just put them on even though it might be the same clothes they've been wearing for days. So those are behavioral issues that we work with on a regular basis and train people how to overcome those and use a lot of information from the person's past to redirect their behavior, and that works. So if their favorite foods were bacon and eggs in the morning growing up, then the family member or caregiver would fix bacon and eggs to help them get out of bed to get ready to go eat breakfast. And just using those type behaviors to make a difference. She is the main doctor that helped develop this training program. And here it states that it's a hands-on approach, which it is. And it's one of the biggest stressors for caregivers because people always want to change their loved one back to the way they were. And they're remembering them back to the way they were, but Alzheimer's does kill your brain cells. So you can't go back, but you can help them have a quality of life where they're at and be able to work with them to be successful at home. This talks about our tips to keep seniors engaged, allowing everyone to do as much as they can. If they can't fix the recipe anymore, but they can still have to stir the recipe together, then stirring the recipe together is what they need to be doing. They can you can start an activity and then ask them to join in. Maybe start putting up groceries and then asking for help. Making the activities easier, shorter, thinking about it, planning it, it can make a difference. It's more than just about the task. One of my most recent successes was an Alzheimer's client whose dog had just passed away. And he would wander and go outside hollering for his dog because every day he couldn't remember that his dog had passed away. And his caregiver called me because he was upset and could not redirect him. And I said, Ricky, you've been through the training. You know how to do this. What does he love to do besides play with his dog? He said, watch baseball. I said, all right, get baseball, get ESPN on, turn on a game, get baseball going. And that was success for the day. And then it was my turn to call the son and say, he needs to have a dog. He's able to take care of his pet. You need to get him a dog so he can be happy at home. And that worked. So he got another pet, got the baseball game going, and we had a success of helping him at home. Exercise can keep us active longer. Even if we have Alzheimer's, we want to make sure we don't get anything else. We want to make sure we take care of our own selves, not get malnourished, drink plenty of fluids, eat fresh vegetables and fruits, exercise, all very important. In managing behaviors, we do use redirection, giving simple choices, not to say, well, what do you want to wear today? Do you want to wear this outfit or this outfit? so it's easy. Because what do you want to wear today is like putting someone in the middle of a mall and saying which thing you want to buy without them seeing it, if you have Alzheimer's. Utilizing a life story, this is something that anybody can put together, but this is what our life journal book looks like with our clients. And just for example, there's everything from care notes, like for what works really well, to like this page would be when you were little, ages 2 to 12, everything from home, grammar school, teachers, pets, toys, or games. And one thing that we encourage people to talk about that you can't do anywhere else is religion and politics, because those are usually really good conversations with our Alzheimer's and dementia patients. Moving the items or seniors from the environment. Sometimes they could just be afraid. They could feel that they're not safe. So if where they're sitting and they think they're looking outside and there's some tree or bush that always makes them think that somebody's going to come in and hurt them, and they think it's a person, then you redecorate that area. You move the chair. You change it to where it works and makes them feel safe. There are many Alzheimer's clients that have the type that give hallucinations. So redirecting that behavior is very important, and you have to go into their world, because if they're seeing lions and tigers, then you need to become the lion and tiger tamer, and then that they can calm down whenever they feel safe. It's just the way it is. Apologize and take the blame. It is okay to say you're sorry, even if you didn't do it. I know that their mom or dad, but it's okay. It's okay just to say, I'm so sorry, let me try again. Or it's the best way. It'll calm the situation down. Make it fun. Laughter is great. Use plenty of it to stay engaged with a senior loved one. Positive and enjoyable spin on activities. We have a website, caregiverstress.com. We have a senior comedian named Mary Maxwell. She is hilarious. So if you just need somebody to make you laugh every once in a while, subscribe to her comedy clips, and they'll get emailed automatically to you. But she is fabulous. The research based on families caring for seniors in our industry, our Alzheimer's and dealing with our anger, aggression, wandering, and refusal to eat. Sometimes we have some clients that we have to have small portions of food available all day long because they think they haven't eaten yet. So they'll eat all day. And then we have others that are like, I'm not hungry. They don't want to eat. And then we have to encourage them. We have to think of what they really want to do. And if it is to talk to the daughter, to see a grandchild, to go outside for a walk, then we'll eat this and then we will do that. So we use that behavior to redirect. Aggression, the same type thing. If someone gets really angry, but you know that they used to love to go swimming at the Y, then, well, let's go swimming at the Y today. Just totally change the conversation, get them off topic, catch them within the first 30 seconds, and it works on something that they love to do. More information about our training, helpforalzheimersfamilies.com. And this is a little, I forget what you call it now, icon that you can scan and put on there. But we have, anyone that needs it, we have these sheets. And there is even an app for iPads and iPhones that for Alzheimer's. If you have a certain behavior that you can't figure out what to do, you can choose that behavior, whether it's bathing or incontinence or anger, and it will give you multiple choices. And I want to end with a little clip that shows you how we train some of our caregivers. That's really, really good. It's one of our best training scenarios.
For probably about a month. Very, very difficult to get him to take that. Just could not. And, so, after a while, you need a bath.
I'm sorry, that kind of flipped off and it was my fault.
I was working with my client for probably about a month. It's very, very difficult to get him to take back. Just could not, just could not. And, so, you know, after a while, you need a bat. So he kept refusing. I knew before I went to him that he was a colonel of the Air Force. And I knew that was important to him. So one day going to his place, I just walked in the room and I said, Colonel, General's on his way up. There's going to be an inspection in 15 minutes. Immediately he started taking his clothes off, heading toward the bathroom. And of course I insisted, and 15 minutes later he'd forgotten all about the general coming in. We had a bath.
And that's the way you create success. You know, some people might say, well, you're just lying. Not if you're in their world and you want to prevent them from their skin breaking down and being safe at home and having a great day. That creates success. So, I really appreciate y'all allowing us to come here today and share a little bit about one part of our industry. And think of Alzheimer's. The Alzheimer's Walk is the first Saturday in October. Come join us. We will definitely have many people walking with us during the event. And Creighton, do you have anything else?
No, we appreciate the opportunity to come in and be able to share what Homestead is and some of the services we do. Thank you.